Ladies and gentlemen, Chicago Fire head coach Frank Klopas. Frank, obviously a fun, interesting second half. Can you talk about the atmosphere tonight and how the team performed overall?
Yeah, I mean, these games are never easy. You can't underestimate anyone, and I think we came in with the right mentality. Can definitely see some guys who are still a little bit fatigued with the amount of games and travel. It's been a long week for sure, but hats off to the players. Fantastic performance, and to the fans that came out, and their support was great. So it was a big game, knowing that now we can host a semifinal here. So hats off to the players. Their performance was fantastic. The effort, and then to the fans that came out for their support, it was huge.
Yeah, Frank, about halfway through the second, or halfway through the first half, you switched up Nyako and Duke. Before that, it seemed like they were really giving the wings a tough time. But when that switch happened, it seemed like a little bit of the bite on the wings kind of disappeared. Can you talk about, was that a tactical thing, or
No, I
did
mean,
you see the same thing?
I think Dilly was. I didn't feel the other side with Patrick. I wanted to get him more in the game, and the one thing we did talk about is that try to attack more their outside backs, and the ability to switch play, because with both O'Connor, who came out early in the game, and Pulis, they sit very deep, and the spaces would be out wide, and we knew that we had if we could get the matchups 1v1 with Dilly or Patrick, but I thought Patrick wasn't in the game first 15-20 minutes. Dilly started really well, and I just wanted to switch play when I feel he's closer to me and I can yell at him a little bit more. I get him, So more than that, so I wanted him closer to me, But you try some things, because I think Dilly started off well, and Patrick still looked a little bit, tired. So I wanted to get him, maybe that switch, and then I switched him back second half.
Warren.
Frank, how important was it to see Chris Rolfe score a couple goals and maybe get him going the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that, Chris, I think that confidence goes a long way for any player on the field, and I think that, he's, every time he's on the field, he gives everything for the team, But I think, when you do score a couple goals, then I think it helps also with your confidence. But when you don't do that, I think he's been the guy that, I think he finds ways that he makes an impact on the team. He's been creating chances, and it was great for him to score a couple goals. Both goals were, fantastic. The first one was a great ball by Dilly in the finish, and even the second one. So I think it's great when he gets rewarded for all the hard work, But I think, the most important thing is that, he played his part, but, I think that the team had a good performance and we won, and that's the important thing. But I think the goals will help from a confidence standpoint with Chris.
Coach, there.
Any concern for your guys when things got chippy there at the end?
It's a game. Things are going to happen. I think both teams, competed hard on the field, and I think that, there were some late tackles, not because I think guys were trying to hurt each other. I think you go for the ball, your timing's off a little bit. I think it was a hard-fought game, and I think both teams left everything on the field, and so I think that's just part of the game.
But you guys came away okay. I saw Pat.
Yeah. Pat was a little bit bruised up, but with Pat, that's the case. The minute you seems like he's dead, he finds a second win and he sprints 50 yards, beats a guy, and scores a goal. So there's always the enigma with Pat. The minute you feel like something wrong, it's like he gets a second burst of energy.
Scott.
DC beat New England tonight 3-1. Is that a preferred matchup for you?
At this point, you're going to play good teams. The good thing is that we're home. I think that's the matchup we wanted. DC is a very good team, regardless of how they started the season. They have quality players, and I think New England's the same thing. They're both good teams at this point. Semifinals. There's no easy games. There's no easy games at all. So the thing is that we're happy about is that we can be home, and hopefully the other part will be full with our fans. Because I think that's something that we need for games like that. I think it goes a long way, for the players on the field, and having even on a Wednesday, the atmosphere we did tonight was huge for our players.
Orlando, wants to join you. Do you think they could compete?
They have an excellent coach. They're a very good team. A lot of times, from what I saw, I think that they're quality side, and they have an excellent coach. So why not?
Ruben, last one.
Next round isn't until August 7th. Are you glad for the lack of schedule congestion now?
It's weird with the schedule. I mean, there's a lot of games coming up for us, also this month and next month. So even when we play that August 7th game, you're playing Saturday, Wednesday, and then you have another game. So it doesn't get easy. So it's just a matter of just managing guys. I felt that some of the guys gave everything, but they were not, the recovery wasn't where it should be. But, the important thing is to win. But the schedule doesn't get any easier.
All right, thanks, Frank.